Hi there, I'm Megan and I go by Solar Glow Meditations. Tonight we're going to have a dowsing rod session where I will be asking questions that you guys have submitted. So if you guys have questions that you want me to ask in these sessions, if you could submit them to the link in the description box, I'll put it down below. It helps keep me organized because my backlog of questions keeps growing, which is fantastic. You guys are so curious and I appreciate that. So yeah. A few other things. The future is not set in stone. Anything I ask about the future can change. It's just the most likely outcome at this point in time based on the way things are going, the way people are acting, general sentiment in the ether. So take those things with a grain of salt. Know that you can change the future if you want to, just by changing your actions, your thoughts, and go from there. Also, I am not a medical professional. Please do not take this as medical advice. Please talk to your doctor before making any decisions medically. And in this case, it's for entertainment purposes only. Other things, I don't necessarily believe everything that comes through the rods. This is very much for your own discernment. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and go from there. So yeah, I think that covers it. Oh, if you guys want to, I do release these videos early for subscribers. So if you want to join my channel, there's a link in the YouTube website. You might have to join from a desktop computer. I know some folks have had issues with that. So yeah, with that, let's go ahead and get into it and figure out who we're talking to. If you're with me and willing to answer questions, could you cross the rods for yes? Thank you. Could you open wide for no? Thank you. Could you point to the direction of your energy? Thank you. Am I speaking with a feminine entity today? Yes, thank you. Am I speaking with an ascended master? No, thank you. Am I speaking with a goddess? Yes, thank you. Am I speaking with Hecate? No, thank you. Am I speaking with Lilith? No, thank you. Am I speaking with Athena? Yes, thank you. Well, thank you for being here, Athena. Let's get into the questions. Are we coming into the divine feminine power? Yes, thank you. Is every woman a goddess? Yes, thank you. Is the right side of the body feminine? No, thank you. Is the left side of the body feminine? No, thank you. Is one side of the body generally associated with femininity? Yes, thank you. Does that have anything to do with how it actually works? No, thank you. How about the right brain hemisphere? Is that feminine? No, thank you. Does that kind of go along with all the other people generally associate it that way, but it's not how it works? Yes, thank you. Will the second coming of Christ only happen when the divine feminine energies are embodied within the large collective of humanity? No, thank you. Will there be a second coming of Christ? No, thank you. Is Yeshua incarnated on earth now to lay the foundation and create momentum for the divine feminine consciousness to usher in humanity? Yes, thank you. Interesting. Yeshua is reincarnated. Yes, thank you. Is Jesus reincarnated? No, thank you. Yeshua and Jesus are separate entities. Is that correct? Yes, thank you. Fascinating. Has the Indian divine feminine Panchalai Draupadi had a rebirth and is on earth right now? Yes, thank you. I apologize. I know I butchered that name. Is the way that important is the way that importance to male and female deities and feminine and masculine energies in the Hindu scriptures fully correct according to Hinduism? No, thank you. Are there parts of it that are accurate? Yes, thank you. Does having a C-section destroy your feminine energy? No, thank you. Shiv and Shakita concept in Hindu philosophy not only representative of the eternal balance in feminine. Okay, are Shiv and Shakita concept in Hindu philosophy representative of feminine and masculine energies? Yes, thank you. Does Hinduism really give equal importance to both male and female gods? Yes, thank you. Has Guru Padmasa Bhava reincarnated and is on Earth right now? Yes, thank you. Is this entity reincarnated as a female? Yes, thank you. Interesting. Have they reincarnated in India? No, thank you. Are they located in the Americas? Yes, thank you. Interesting. Thank you. Is Hathor also known as the divine feminine? No, thank you. Is Sophia the feminine aspect of God/source? Yes, thank you. Is that does that contradict a video we've previously done? No, thank you. Did we ask the same question? No, thank you. Okay. I know you guys will let me know though in the comments because I have no idea. Is the anime manga Sailor Moon a message from spirit awakening us to the divine feminine powers of the moon? Yes, thank you. Is the feminine aspect of the creator of all of our earth? Yes, thank you. Can a soul be stripped of their divine feminine status? No, thank you. Is it true that is it true that within twin souls the woman/feminine side has to grow spiritually? Yes, thank you. Is that true of the male masculine side as well? No, interesting. That one's got me puzzled. Okay. When millions of women woke up at 3 a.m. on November 6th, was it collective feminine divine energy telling us to do so? Yes, thank you. Will the Catholic Church ordain female priests? No, thank you. Will there be a time when all the world leaders at one time are female? Yes, thank you. Will there be a female president of the US? No. Interesting. Will there be a female president of the United States of America ever? Yes, thank you. Is the United States of America and the US different? No, thank you. Interesting. I'm not even quite sure where to go from there. Is there something more there, Athena? Yes, thank you. Is there something more happening in the background around a potential female president of the United States right now? Yes, thank you. Will there be a feminist revolutionary in the near time? Yes, thank you. Was Lilith actually the first human woman before Eve? No, thank you. Was Eve the first human woman? No, thank you. Is the story about Lilith and Adam true? Yes, thank you. Is Lilith a symbol of female empowerment? Yes, thank you. Will a female be punished for aborting a child? No, thank you. I suppose we should clarify that. Will a woman be punished spiritually for aborting a child? No, thank you. Are there still consequences on Earth under various laws in different countries for aborting children that might lead to punishment? Yes, okay. In general, are females a superior energy to males? No, thank you. How about the opposite? In general, are males a superior entity to females? No, thank you. Is it possible for an offspring to be conceived by one female on her own? And would it be considered a clone? Yes, thank you. Does God prefer males over females? No, thank you. Does God prefer females over males? No, thank you. Does God have female energy? Yes, thank you. When the Creator created human beings in his image, he created them male and female. Does this mean that every soul has a male and female side? Yes, thank you. That's a pretty packed question. Did God create humans in God's image? Yes, thank you. Will India have a female prime minister in the future? Yes, thank you. Is Archangel Azrael reincarnated at this time as a female? No, thank you. Would Azrael prefer to not incarnate as a female? Yes, thank you. Is Archangel Azrael going to reincarnate? No, thank you. Are the female counterparts of Archangel's card Archai? Yes, thank you. I'm sure I butchered that pronunciation too. It's Arc I-A-I. So I'm sure you guys will let me know. Is the Lassiterol... Forgive me today. I am struggling with pronunciations. Is the Lackertall Files the interview with a reptilian female? Is that real? Yes, thank you. Was the Samaritan woman Jesus's wife? No, thank you. Can awakened women and unawakened men achieve their highest potential together? Yes, thank you. Does achieving potential have anything to do with being awake? No, thank you. Originally, did the Sphinx have the head of a woman? Yes, thank you. Is every woman meant to give birth? No, thank you. Are women equal to men spiritually? Yes, thank you. Are men equal to women spiritually? Yes, thank you. Could the Antichrist be a woman? Yes, but kind of a slow yes on that. Is the Antichrist a real being? No, thank you. Is it possible for a woman and a man to just be friends without ever developing attraction or feelings? Yes, thank you. Was Rumi a woman? No, thank you. Was Jack the Ripper a woman? No, thank you. Is a woman's womb a portal? Yes, thank you. Was Buddha a woman? No, thank you. Kind of a slow no. Is the Buddha energy now, does it have a feminine side? Yes, thank you. Did Buddha incarnate? Yes. Did Buddha incarnate as a female? No, thank you. Will God punish an Orthodox Jewish man for loving and choosing a non-Jewish woman as a wife? No, thank you. Is it allowed for a woman to have more than one man as a husband according to God? Yes, thank you. Is it fine for a woman to go on her period into a temple or complete religious rituals? Yes, thank you. Did men create the rule that a woman on her period is dirty and should not enter temples or perform religious ceremonies? Yes, thank you. Will we see feminine clothing worn more often? Yes, thank you. Is it important for a girl to have feminine energy to attract love in her life? No, thank you. Has Jesus' mother Mary reincarnated? Yes, thank you. Is she currently reincarnated? No, thank you. Did the building of Mankumbaum in Sri Lanka fulfill a promise made to Jesus' mother Mary? Yes, thank you. Do feminine fairies guide women? Yes, thank you. Is feminine energy enhanced by the full moon? Yes, thank you. Is masculine energy also enhanced by the full moon? Yes, but sort of a slower yes. Is that accurate? It's not as prominent? Yes, thank you. When your children leave home, a mother can feel very sad, lonely, and useless. Is that necessary to enter a new phase and become wiser? Yes, thank you. Kind of a slow yes. Is it required to enter a new phase? No, thank you. Is creativity a manifestation of divine feminine power? Yes, thank you. Are the emotions a gateway to understanding divine feminine energy? Yes and no. Okay, thank you. Uh, am I currently aligned with divine feminine energy? No answer. Interesting. Am I currently balanced in my energetic approach? Yes, thank you. Am I able to embody masculine or feminine energy depending on the situation? Yes, thank you. Should one focus more on nurturing self to strengthen the connection with divine feminine? Yes, thank you. Is spending time in nature a way to honor the divine feminine? Yes, thank you. Are offerings necessary to honor presence and guidance from Goddess or the divine feminine? No, thank you. We're thinking about going. Yes. Um, are offerings welcome to honor guides and goddesses? Yes, thank you, but not required, correct? Throwing Athena here for a loop. Yes. Are flowers feminine? Yes, thank you. Is journaling or dream work a way for us to connect with divine feminine guidance? Yes, thank you. Should we seek wisdom from ancient feminine archetype deities? Yes, thank you. Athena, are you open to working with women as they call upon you? No answer. Interesting. Are you open to working with some women? Yes, thank you. Are there some you're not open to working with? Yes, thank you. Interesting. Okay, well, there you go. If you'd like to call on Athena, you can try, but she might not answer. So, should we seek? Oh, does Ma Durga really exist in another realm? Yes, thank you. Does she protect the vulnerable? No, thank you. Does she do something to help humanity in some way? Yes, thank you. Interesting. Is every woman linked to the goddess? Yes, thank you. Is every man linked to the goddess? No answer. Interesting. Is every man linked to a masculine energy? Yes. Is every woman linked to a masculine energy? No. Not even like just barely? Yes, thank you. So there are some people that are out of balance completely in their feminine or masculine energies. Is that accurate? Yes, thank you. Interesting. Thank you. Can sex be a gateway to the divine feminine? Yes, thank you. Can a feminine energy only fully exist with a masculine energy, keeping it balanced? No, thank you. Does wearing dresses help return to the divine feminine? Yes, thank you. Is the actual dress itself feminine? No, thank you. Is the dress representative of the cultural association that we as humans have placed on that type of clothing? Yes, thank you. So that might not be applicable to somebody where, like, say, Egypt, where robes are common for everybody. Is that accurate? Yes, thank you. Does Reiki help heal wounded feminine energy? Yes, thank you. Is divine feminine energy healed from the sacrum? No, thank you. Is the divine feminine, or is feminine energy associated with a specific chakra? No, thank you. Does feminine energy tend to manifest in one specific chakra mostly? Yes, thank you. Is that the sacrum or sacral chakra? No, thank you. Is that the solar plexus? Yes, interesting. Very interesting. Um, does masculine energy also is that associated with the solar plexus? Yes. Interesting. I would have expected the sacral chakra, so thank you. Are we entering the era of the divine feminine? Yes, thank you. Does removing the uterus due to some problem make us less feminine? No, thank you. Did the divine feminine come through at, oh, we already did that one. Do we have an assigned feminine being? Yes, thank you. Were the orbs and angels witnessed in the North Carolina Riverfest Skywatch in 2014 with Chris Bledsoe? Was that associated with the Divine Feminine? Yes, thank you. Does antique Olympic goddesses like Athena or Aphrodite ever show themselves to us in human form? Yes, thank you. Athena, can you show up in human form for me? Yes, thank you. Are you going to do so in this video? No, thank you. Are you showing up in an orb in this video somewhere? No answer. Thank you. Thank you for being here. If you guys have more questions you'd like to submit, please be sure to submit them to the link in the description box below. Otherwise, I will catch you guys next time. Thanks.